Hello, and welcome to another episode of Shamrock Talk, the internet's #1 mother-son Celtics podcast. I'm your host, Jake Olin, here once again with my mother from the mothership in Natick. We're here with a second guest in a row. Look at us, 2 in a row, here with Massachusetts CYO basketball legend.
Thank you. Appreciate
Joe
it.
Scott. Recording live from Stoneham, Mass. How's it going, Joe?
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. I've been almost begging to come on, so I'm glad it's happened.
Joe is the #1 Celtics critic on Twitter. I'll give him that. If we're the #1 podcast, he's the #1 critic. We're recording this late on the night of Monday, March 8th, after a Celtics overtime loss to the Toronto Raptors, but that is not the biggest Celtics news of the day. And I think we should start with, the unfortunate Woj and sham bombs we got this morning. Robert Williams tore his meniscus, and we don't really know the deal. I've seen a lot of
they said surgery many times tonight.
I've seen a lot of Twitter doctors that are like, he'll be back in 2 weeks, or he's done till next year. I don't know. So
yeah, I heard a lot during the game. I heard like updates where it could be sooner. All the Twitter doctors were out today. I think some people pointed to, I can't remember who we signed today. We signed someone to a 10-day today. And he's not like a big guy, so people were speculating that that's kind of a good sign that maybe, he's not. But if he's not back, that's really a crushing blow in my mind.
Yep. Very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Yeah,
I said all healthy.
He's definitely been, I'd say, him and Marcus should be, first and second team all defense if you want to like get down to brass tacks. But isn't this the knock on Time Lord? I know it's kind of like your meniscus, but he's never been able to play. This is the most games he's played. He's at 60 something.
Yeah,
can't stay healthy. So I don't know if this is just like a freak accident, but it's just another year. Is this his third year?
That sounds right.
Third year, I think, and he hasn't been able to play over. So I don't have the number in front of me. I'll look it up, but
this is the only.
Well, he signed the extension. Yeah. How long does he have to be with us to sign the extension? Right.
So his first year in the league was 2018. So this is his fourth year.
Fourth year.
Okay, so his rookie contract would be up this year, but.
And games is the most he's played. The second one's 52, so it's not really a great track record, but he's still young.
Yeah, and also so some of that in the past has been he wasn't good enough to play. This is the first year. This is the first year that
he's changed.
Yes,
from the beginning of the year.
He's a completely different player, basically.
Whoever has worked with him has done wonders. He is like a completely different player. I remember thinking last year when I saw him play, how is he ever going to add to the team?
You said that last time.
Last year.
Well, you said that last episode about how whoever's working with him is doing a great job. I wonder how much of an Al that is, because I don't know. I feel like that maybe big men.
Maybe.
Al has none of the athleticism and all the skill, and Robert Williams does the complete opposite. Yeah,
old man.
But
they were calling him like the owl because he's like old and wise.
Yeah.
He's played well too.
He's had a bit of a.
Well, now we really better play well.
Yeah, exactly.
Back the clock. His biggest knock was he's getting paid, like way too much money. So he's been traded by 3 teams for like a bucket of balls just to,
get the salary.
That was his knock, but if he could cut that contract in half, he'd be awesome. He'd be amazing.
I mean, it's better than Kemba's deal too. That's what we flipped it for.
They're not even playing him on the Knicks.
No, yeah.
That's just
bad. Perk said, I think it was I don't know what game he was commentating for, but he's only like 5 years older or 4 years older than Al.
Yeah.
And
is that
he's
true?
like, I wish, he's pretty close in age. I was going to just look it up, and it was just so funny. And then they go to Perk and he's like, gained 70 pounds and like just even think that they're in the same ballpark and look at Al out there hustling, playing as good as he has in the last couple of years. It's kind of funny.
When you get to sit on TV all day, you can get fat.
Yes. Yeah, and he has. Then in that same game, they flash back to some old play and they're just looking at him and then looking at it wasn't that long ago. He's not aging well.
He wasn't the athletic guy anyways.
And he talks about food all the time. I
bet you he knows some good barbecue joints.
All the time.
I definitely do. So
he's on TV all the time. He was doing the post game show today. He's on like ESPN like every week.
And he always says he has like a tag.
37. He's 37.
30. He looks. Oh, I would have.
Isn't that crazy? Al's 35. So that's what he was talking about. He's like,
that is crazy.
I thought he said 4 years. Yeah,
Perk
I thought he said
come out of high school though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So he played a little longer. Yeah.
Yeah. He was out of high school, but
it's just funny to think.
Yeah, Al played. Did he play 3 years in college or 2? Because he won 2 championships or 1?
Yeah, 2 national championships back to back with Joakim Noah.
Oh God, ugliest player ever to play in the NBA. Oh my God, he's scary looking.
Well, we got 3 games on the docket today since we last met. The Jazz, Timberwolves, and Raptors. So if we want to turn back the clock a bit before we talk about it tonight, the Jazz, Celtics win 125-97. I honestly did not watch this game.
I watched it.
I was out to dinner and then I saw it was 28 at the half. I'm not watching the second half. They're up 28. So I'm staying here. So Mom, I'll let you.
So my high was
your notes.
I know my notes. My high for the game was the scoring being spread out. I thought the Jays only had 26 apiece. They didn't seem quite. I think we were winning handily, so they didn't seem quite as crazy, trying to run their stats up. And then we had Robert Williams had 12, Tice had 11, White had 10, Pritchard had 11. Marcus had 13 assists. I don't know. It was just an all around. I didn't have a lot of complaints for that game because I don't know. I just wasn't all that close ever. And
you can't have a lot of complaints when you're up 28.
It was hard. Every once in a while, Jaylen Brown bumbles, and I'm like, I call him Jalen Bumbles because I'm like, what is going on? Dribbles off his foot into the crowd, goes into 4. Like, he had a few of those moments, but Jason Tatum, I have to say, is starting to pass more, which I'm excited about. And it just didn't seem still scoring a lot, but I think he is at least trying to spread the ball a little more, which is nice. But yeah, so I didn't have a lot of complaints about that game. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah. So I want to just piggyback off what you said about Jason Tatum. So he kind of woke up once, today's NBA players, my biggest critique is they care so much about social media and stuff. So I feel like once everybody started to attack him, he kind of just changed a little bit, played harder. Because how many times did Perk call him out on Twitter? 50,000 times. Yeah. So I really, because I've always been his biggest, I'd critique him the most because I thought he just cared about scoring.
Yeah, she's right there with
time.
He's my turn basketball. He wants his 30 shots. He would rather score 50 and lose than score 25 and win. That was my biggest thing. And now it seems like he's passing more. But
we like to take credit. We like to take credit he turned the corner as soon as we started podcasting.
All right.
It was like,
coach is listening. I don't know, but somebody is listening because
this podcast was literally designed for her to attack Smart for not passing the ball. And as soon as we started, it was like a switch. I don't know.
I think with that too, everybody was freaking out they didn't make a big move, but getting rid of someone like Schroeder, who also needed, 13, 14 shots a game, and Richardson, who would either get a DNP or he would be taking another 12 shots a game, they kind of needed to change. And Derek White, he's more defense, but he can still score. He can still pass. So I think that it was just a whole chemistry thing.
He's much more selfless. Distributes the ball.
Except today. There were moments today where I was like, he's passed so well. He's such a good passer, but it's come on.
Yeah, today was on and off. And Marcus Smart, you're never gonna there was a close game, but 25 shots or whatever, that's not what we want. But no one's playing. But to the Jazz game, there's like you said, we were up 28 at one point. There wasn't really any,
half.
and I thought there was going to be a little more fight from the Jazz, but I also think the Western Conference some of those teams are a little bit overrated. Like the Jazz have a couple players, but I don't put Donovan Mitchell in the best player in the NBA category like some people do, and Rudy Gobert, I think he's good, but I think he's a little overrated too. I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't look good
without my guy Joe Ingles. They're done. So
do you know what he was like? He was like a glue guy.
I love Joe Ingles.
He really was.
He's awesome.
He was a glue guy.
He was a big playoff guy. Always showed up in the big moments. I love Joe Ingles.
Yeah, absolutely. But that game it got kind of boring. You were out to dinner. You said you missed it.
Yeah.
I was gonna watch the second half, and it was like, well, I'm not gonna do that now.
No,
at that point, it's not fun.
Yeah, it's like
it's not the same feeling.
Although looking at these stats again, we're up 28 at the half. And how is Hauser only playing 5 minutes? Like, why won't Ime put in the scrubs? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
Stauskas gets 3. We signed him to a 2-year deal, and you're gonna play him 3 minutes while you're up 30 points. Like,
yeah, I never got that either. It's almost like they're scared that a team with Mitchell, and Clarkson.
He's gun shy. I agree. He's gun shy. They lost. They were up by 20 something at different times. And I think he is hesitant because you see him start to look at the coaches on the bench, like near the end. Do I put them in? Do I, last few minutes? And it's kind of funny trying to figure out. Yeah.
It doesn't make too much sense. It's like you see on the other side, maybe it would have been different if they're up 28 versus like Detroit or something like that. But that someone like that will go on a run and then you have to put your players in.
Yeah, I don't know. It always, but then you get to someone like Robert Williams being hurt and you're like, I mean, obviously that's a freak thing, but like you got to limit minutes at some point, especially with a guy like that.
It's almost like Bill playing Gronk with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
It's like so stupid. It makes no sense.
Please stop.
We won't get into that. Don't worry.
That's a different pod.
Yeah.
All right. Switch the page to last night. Celtics, another blowout. I mean, it's just getting routine at this point.
I didn't think I took any notes last night.
134, 112 win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. Last week, I was high on the Timberwolves. I said they were a good long shot bet on DraftKings to win the West.
They looked terrible last night.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
They looked bad, but I looked at their schedule too. They've been playing really well after the All-Star break, but they weren't like us. That's my biggest thing of that win streak we went on. I made notes of that win streak, all the good teams we played, all their missing players. And that same thing happened to the Timberwolves. We faced the Heat without Lowry, Butler, and Tucker, and we faced one time we beat Brooklyn, but the other time we beat them by 30, and they had not one starter.
Times, yeah.
So the Timberwolves kind of ran into that same thing, but on a worse scale, they faced the Rockets like 6 times. So I think their numbers were a little skewed.
Yeah.
So they're a good team. I think they're young. They have some young stars, but I was disappointed in the Timberwolves that Anthony Edwards was like a ghost.
He was terrible.
He's so good, and he was horrible.
I was 100% with you. I thought he was nowhere to be seen.
Because he's usually explosive, he can play, but I don't know. It was a quiet 24 points from him. It was just garbage minutes.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I was not impressed by any of them.
5 turnovers. Yeah, I don't like that. But
on the Celtics side go ahead.
No, I didn't have a lot to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's another game. We're up We're up 20 at the half again, I think.
You might have been more.
I thought we played terrible in the first quarter. We had like 7 turnovers and we were still up 4. And we couldn't stop Karl Anthony Towns in the first quarter. He had like 12 of his 19, I think, in the first quarter.
Yeah, well, he had 6'6" Grant Williams on him.
Yeah, to give Grant credit, he got absolutely torched in the first quarter the whole time, and he never backed down.
Before he went out, he was
kind of shut him down after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only do so much. Karl Anthony Towns is 6'11". actual good player.
I think in the first there was a play in the first quarter where he just backed him down and like did like the laziest jump hook over him and just scored. It was like, okay.
Probably could have done that all game, but
yeah, there was like he started to dominate Grant Williams, and then there was like 1 or 2 possessions where Ime put Tatum on him. I was like, yes, like that's who should be on him if we're seriously trying to stop him.
That is the first time I have ever seen Tatum take any star on. Maybe like at points in a game, but never takes anything. He's more the step out of the way guy. Like I can't get hurt. And he has moments where like but on the average, he is not. And I thought he played good defense on him. I mean, I thought so too. When he played on him, it was
good.
I think I've ever seen him really look like he was ready to play defense.
I think that's a big knock on him because he is long and athletic and he's quick. And a lot of the times he shies away from that because he doesn't want. So I don't know if he doesn't want. He doesn't want to get in there and play like tough nosed basketball and take.
And honestly, he's never out. Like he's never been really hurt. Yeah. Like this year, he's never out. I just don't think he takes those.
Always hurt.
Yes. Yeah. He takes a little more. He's taken less though. I think his defense has gone downhill a little bit. I think he's taking less knocks now. And if you watch him, he used to be known. He still takes on some tough people. So it's not like he doesn't play defense, but he used to be like the defensive guy. And I think he's stepped back a little due to getting hurt so many times. I was like, that's the first time I think I've ever seen Tatum take on a defensive assignment. Nothing stands out that he played anybody well defensively.
Yeah. But that game, everybody looked good. So doesn't really matter.
Another one. There's so many that they looked good that it's like. And the shooting's been great compared to what it was.
I'm scared of. That's what I'm scared of is that
suddenly it's gonna
Marcus Smart thinks he's Steph Curry and it just doesn't.
Today he did.
Yeah.
He was like, what? How many did he shoot? 25, and he was 2 for 11. 2 for 11 from threes.
That's my nightmare.
And my weekly player that I'd like on the Celtics, Jalen Noel on the Timberwolves. Who is that guy? I was like, he's killed us twice this year. He's lights out from 3.
Yeah, he scored what, like 29 versus us.
Yeah, earlier in the year. He had 13 today, but he was 5 of 8 with 2 of 3 from 3.
Like
he
came out of nowhere.
I remember him.
Yeah. He was awesome.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere in that game. I remember.
Not much else to say on that game.
D'Angelo Russell was a no-show. I guess we got lucky there. He's had
I've absolutely never been a D'Angelo Russell fan.
Me neither, but when you got 18 and
he's been doing well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's averaged 18 and 7 on the year.
Yeah, his averages are good, but he was non-existent.
Team low minus 19.
Yeah, see that's
their whole team. Was there anyone positive? Same with the Jazz. Was there anybody positive for their team? Maybe 1 or 2, but not many.
Garbage time guys.
Had a couple -1s, but
no, I was like, there are no pluses on either of those
definitely
teams.
Didn't.
All right, well, that brings us to tonight, the old rest game.
I was so excited. I was so excited to see some of those bench. I like that they came out and and I thought the first quarter was outstanding. The passing of the ball and the shooting, and even when like Hauser came in and Cornette came in, like I thought they were playing really well. And then for me, the tide turned. All of a sudden, Smart went kind of crazy and started driving and losing. I don't know, that team play sort of disappeared, like he was going to take over the whole game. I don't know. There was just a few minutes there where the whole way they were playing changed. The passing was a lot less, and he started shooting up some of his 25 shots at that point.
Yeah, it was a lot of ISO. He had 7 turnovers.
Yeah.
7 turnovers. That's just terrible to me.
His passes were not great.
He has this thing where if Tatum and Brown are like a better scorer isn't on the court, he thinks it's like his time. He's like, this is my time to go. And he's just like the court is mine. I'm gonna control the offense, and
he did have
it's just
28,
disastrous every time.
but it was allowed 28 like all the time. It seemed like he was doing something or losing the ball, or I don't know, especially in the second half for me.
Yeah,
was
He got
not
to the free
enjoyed.
throw line a decent amount, but
Yeah.
I'm not. Today's game to me, obviously, there's a lot of people that played that I would never want to see play.
No.
But I guess
Every time Hauser started dribbling, I'm like, don't dribble. You're
Yeah,
a good
I thought-
shooter. If you can't shoot, pass the ball.
Yeah, he needs a wide open three.
Yeah,
He can hit a three,
Which
but
he's a good shooter, but then a couple times he started dribbling, and I was like, just don't
Mm.
dribble.
it looked like he had 2 left feet when he was trying to run down the court dribbling. And
Yeah.
but yeah, and I never really seen Naismith play that much, like in a game, obviously. And he looks like he's like a 7-year-old child. After every play, he's screaming like he's like a like a vet, like at the refs. And even Marcus Smart had to tell him to calm down.
Yeah.
Like-
He's got a lot of energy. He used to play a lot more than
You have no
he was
cachet
injured.
in the league. You
Yeah.
should not be complaining.
Yeah.
Definitely not. But
He doesn't
It's
hurt quite as many people anymore as he used to. He used to leap right into the crowd and knock a few people over a few times every game.
my high was my guy Luke Cornett, who I thought played pretty well. He wasn't
Agreed.
bad at all. He had a lot of good tip backs, and
7 rebounds. It's not bad.
yeah, he's a
Yeah.
bit of a stiff, but I thought he played like I didn't think he was
He's
bad at all.
7'2".
He
Yeah.
played 15 minutes and he got 7 rebounds.
Yeah, and he had a
15
couple
minutes,
putbacks. He tips
and he got
it
7
back.
rebounds.
It was a big threat inside. I thought,
He's
yeah,
gotta
I
be
thought he was
super soft. To be
yeah, he
7'2",
definitely is. Come on.
he has to be so soft.
But I mean, he
I
he
would've
might get
played
some
him
playoff
more.
minutes at this point.
I
Yeah,
would
me
have played
too.
him more today. I think he went. I mean, look at the starters. A few of them. I think you could have put Cornett, Pritchard, and maybe Hauser in a little bit. They were shooting well. I mean, it's not like they weren't. Hauser was 4 for 6, 2 for 3 in the 3-point. I mean, why
Yeah, I
not
thought
set
he
him
was
up a couple
fine.
times? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think especially in a game like this where Grant Williams dribbles off his shoe like 3 times. Yeah.
They played a
not-
lot of minutes. They were tired.
Yeah, I love Grant Williams, but he cannot be an
Oh.
offensive creator. He's
Yeah,
not good.
Everybody's falling in love with Grant Williams. I like him at the 15 minutes a game. I do not like. That's why even with Rob
39
Williams
tonight.
healthy- dude, even with
Yeah.
Rob Williams healthy, Grant Williams is like the 3rd guy off the bench. That's why I'm like skeptical of how far they can go.
Yeah.
Because if your
He's
bench
gonna
is
without Rob Williams, I think that's who's in for the
Yeah.
starting
he
line.
has to play, but that's
Yeah,
why
Cornette.
even I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not fully.
I agree. Our bench is not deep.
I'm getting a lot of like flack from people because I'm standing my ground. Because when you look at our team, even fully healthy, when you match up with people, once you go to the bench, who do you have? Pritchard and
Yeah,
Grant
and
Williams.
role players. Yeah.
White's
They're
your
not-
6th
Although
guy.
I like Grant. I do like Grant, but you're right. He's
Well, Grant's a
If you-
hustle guy. I'll give him
Yeah.
credit. He'll die out on the court. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
And I do like Derek White, but I'm not a Pritchard guy either. I'm just not. I know he
Oh, I
hustles,
love
but he
Pritchard.
Come on,
yeah.
yeah. How can
makes
you
a
not be a
lot of
Pritchard guy?
mistakes.
But I will give you, I love
Yeah.
Pritchard, but I
He
will
had a-
give you, he's a role player. He's
Yeah.
I'd give him his 15 minutes a game, come in, shoot a couple threes, bother them on
Yeah,
the
he should
defense. I'm
exclusively
not
be a
sure he'll
shooter.
ever be a star, but
No,
I
He's
do
definitely
like
gonna
him
be a
as a role player.
yeah, but I guess my point is if you're playing him 30 minutes a night, you're going nowhere fast.
Well,
You
yeah.
can't play
Yeah,
that
right.
many minutes. That's all.
Although,
Yeah.
to be fair, I would have much preferred him to take up the ball to Smart tonight. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
It's like at least at
That's-
least he could play an actual point guard and
He is a
pass the
Well, I don't
ball.
know.
Yeah.
Van
Yeah.
Vliet picked his pocket really
That
bad.
was a
twice.
terrible
yeah.
play.
But he
Yeah,
picked
end of the
Van
half.
Vliet. But he picked
love
Van
Van Fleet.
Fleet's. He stole it
Yeah.
from Van Fleet.
I like
Yeah.
him though. He's a
They
good
play.
player.
They
Van
turned
Fleet
their
is really
defense
good.
on. The first few minutes, they were like dead. It was like,
Yeah.
what was their energy level? Raptors' energy level was like nothing, and then they picked their defense up, and they picked. But it's did not look.
I mean,
Nick
Siakam
Nurse
going
says
off
you're
his-
losing to the Celtics with 4 of their starters out.
Yeah.
and they need to win. They're right on that
Yeah.
play-in bubble.
Well,
It's not like
They
they're
have nobody on that team. They have Van
Yeah,
Vliet
I don't-
and Siakam. Like that's it. Like Gary
Barnes is like
okay.
rookie of the year contender. He's like a top 3 rookie. But
Really?
I was very impressed with him. I thought he was very average.
Once Kawhi left, the team kind of fell just right on their face. They traded all the other guys.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely out punching their roster. I think record wise.
43 wins. Wow.
They're the 6th seed right now. They just passed the Cavs.
Yeah, they've had some good. Their stats are pretty good. I mean,
I think Nick Nurse is just a really good coach.
He is. I think he was what. I remember when they won the whole thing. He gave like a speech and talking about how he was like the G League championship coach, and Kawhi just looked at him and was like, "Yeah, okay." Like that was like his trying to pump up, and they're like,
"It was his first year as the head coach." Yeah, they were saying tonight.
I think he's really good because otherwise, I have no idea how they're in the spot they are. They can't shoot a 3.
Well, like I always felt that way about Spoelstra. I thought it was like LeBron's team, but I think is the best coach in the NBA.
Yeah, he's getting there. Yeah,
1 or 2. Well, Popovich, but like he's getting there. Like maybe Nick Nurse is that kind of guy. Just can work with anybody, stars, nobodies.
Yep, I agree.
So I have to say this game within the last minute of overtime, even once in that, were you saying call a timeout? Call a timeout. Just let them play. Like what?
Smart out there?
Have no offense.
Yeah,
we've gone down 3 times and blown it. And then I thought, why not put Hauser back in? He has a good shooting percentage. Set someone else up that's been making their shots or is well rested. I mean, you don't really care about this game, so why not like try a coaching move or whatever? But it was just like when they didn't call the second timeout at the end, I was like, "Oh my God, you're just gonna let him run down there." And Derek White put up his little. I was like, "What?" They haven't been successful with the 2 of them going in the last how many times? And yeah, it was very interesting to me that I would have called the timeout. What a good win this would have been, right? So silly.
Well, that was after, I think right before they inbounded, Scal said on the broadcast, they're going to give it to Siakam. And that was right when he drove and scored, right? And then is that when they went up and then Smart just ran up the court with like 10 seconds left? Is that right?
Yes. It was like 12 seconds. So we're within 2. We're within 2. And I'm like, why not set something up? Because we haven't been playing offense very well.
No.
So why
Since
not
the
try
first quarter?
at
The first quarter we could miss, and then from there it was like a slog.
Get it over half court. And then Paul one set something up.
And we had a couple, so I don't know. Just very interesting that he just let them go because they weren't doing very well before that. So I don't know.
Marcus wanted to be the hero.
Yeah, he did. He did want to be the hero.
It was brutal.
Watching him at times was a little brutal.
So we're 4th seed now, right? We dropped down.
We went down
with this game.
Yeah, because they were all
Miami won.
Yeah,
Miami did win.
Either 0 or half a game away. So, but I don't mind because that brings us into the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, please.
Did you hear? Now they don't have to wear masks, I guess.
Yeah, they don't. Kyrie can play.
Kyrie can play
every game.
Yeah.
So that kind of pushes us maybe 4th or 5th is where we should be as opposed to facing them.
I agree, and that's where because I listen to the sports radio all the time, and nobody's scared of some of these teams, and I'm like, you don't want to face Brooklyn in the first round? Are you crazy?
I don't want to face Brooklyn's number 1 for me. I do not want to face Brooklyn.
Their bench is so deep too. Like
it's ridiculous. They have like 100 guys.
They're resting.
That's what I said when we played them. I'm like, they have this one and
Blake Griffin hasn't played in months.
Really deep.
No, it's insane. And then our matchups. I don't know if we match up well against the top 3 teams. I don't know how you feel. I'm very high on Miami. I think they're so so tough.
They said they were having a tough few games. Have people been out?
They've had a bit of a skid. No, they've had their full guys.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
They just got everybody back, but they won tonight. But they're that team who's like gonna punch you in the mouth. Like, how is Jason Tatum gonna deal with 48 minutes from PJ Tucker beating the living crap out of him for 7 games? Or you switch from PJ Tucker to Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
And then
it'll be interesting.
So we'll see. But yeah, I don't want to be
Yeah.
the number 1 seed and face Brooklyn.
No, the
That's-
Nets. I'd
it's
like
gonna
to
It'd probably
stay
be
away
the
from. Now
two.
that-
The 2 will probably get Brooklyn because they'll win the first play-in game.
So they're the 8th seed now. Who would they face? Charlotte if it ended right now? Brooklyn?
No, so
'Cause you
no,
face-
so they would
face
play
nine.
Cleveland, and then the winner of that plays the 2 seed. The
Oh,
loser
yeah.
of that plays the winner
Plays-
of Charlotte Hawks,
So
who
weird.
then plays the 1 seed. Yeah, it's a
I
little
wish-
bizarre.
I wish it was back to 8 seeds because then the Lakers would be out, and I'd be happy that LeBron wasn't in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I think they'll get out early though. I
Yeah,
think
I mean,
he's
they're
going
not
to
gonna
be
win-
too
they won't
tired.
win
He's
that
going to
game
have to play
anyway.
too hard to get,
They're
the next
terrible.
few games to get where they want to be. So
They're so bad.
yeah.
is Ben Simmons
Um,
playing this year? What is going on with him? What the heck?
I hope so. He's good, man.
I hope
I
not.
hope so.
He's,
I-
yeah,
Are you not a Ben
he's good,
Simmons
and that's
fan?
why I don't want them to play. That's
Yeah.
why I don't.
Oh,
Want them.
okay, yeah, but
Yeah.
just as a basketball fan, I like
Yeah.
I like watching him play.
Yeah,
he
he
doesn't
is.
need to
Yeah.
shoot. He's
Yeah,
I agree. Or just go in for layups. You don't even need to shoot outside. Just every once in a while. He's
scared.
good defensively, good passer.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
scared to get
I
fouled.
think. Yeah, it was just hard with Embiid because you can't play. Like if Embiid's posting up, you can't play him on the perimeter, and he's dead weight. It's like
Yeah.
So
doesn't-
I
and
think
he
this is
doesn't
a
wanna
much
get
better
fouled.
fit. Yeah.
Yeah, but you've seen him play. He's like in the open court. He's like the hardest guy to guard on a fast break.
Yeah.
What is he?
He's a really good
6'10"?
defender.
Yeah.
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 So I don't
Moves
know.
the
They
ball
said
well.
something with his back now. I have
We've
no
been making
idea.
fun of him. We've been making fun of him for a while
Yeah.
now, as far as his injury.
Ben
He hasn't
Simmons
played.
watch,
What
like,
did he?
you
Was he
haven't played
walking
in a
up the
year, and now
stairs?
you're-
Yeah.
He should
Fell down
play
in
one-
practice.
But that team, if he comes back, that team has like 5 guys on their bench that could start. On
It's
any-
ridiculous. Yeah. They have Dragic now. I love Bruce Bowen, or what's his name? Bo
No,
something.
is it Brian? No,
Not
not Bruce. Bruce Bowen is
Yeah,
no,
the
Brown.
Spurs guy. Yeah.
Bruce Brown.
Yeah, Bruce Brown. Yeah. Yeah, he's really good.
He's a good defender.
Aldridge. Blake
Yeah.
Griffin probably won't even play for them in the playoffs.
No, they're barely playing him, but
Yeah. Like they're so deep. It's
They're deep.
ridiculous.
They are deep.
yeah. So I don't know. I'm not too worried about. The only team I'm not worried about near us is Chicago, but they're not healthy.
It's not going to be easy.
No, I love Lonzo Ball, man. I'm a big Lonzo
I
fan.
do
I'm
too.
not scared of the Sixers either. I'm not.
Oh, really? We have no
Yeah.
answer for it. Even with
I
Rob
don't- I
Williams, we
don't
can't
think
guard
so.
Embiid.
Yeah.
I think
But
Al
I
plays
think
good on
they're
Embiid.
So like
I don't know
stuck
about
on
7
getting his
games.
points. It's similar to
Yeah.
the problem we had.
We
that
could,
with us, he
I think we
kind
could
of
beat Philadelphia.
implodes at times. I don't know.
They're the 2 biggest choke artists in the league.
I don't know. I'm not too scared. They still are good, but I'm not too
Yeah,
scared.
they could beat us. That would be a tough.
Bucks are
Any
good.
of these are tough
they-
series. Yeah, but
Yeah,
if
Bucks are good. Sixers, I'm not scared of. Bulls, Raptors, obviously not scared of. I mean, with our starters, this would not have been a problem.
No, we would be in by 40.
Cavaliers, we could probably take. Nets, yeah.
No, I'm
Nets,
no.
Heat, and
Yeah, Nets, Heat, and Milwaukee really scare me, and I'm still scared of. I think Philly's starting to play better, but nobody is mentioning Milwaukee. I'm like, who on our team is going to guard Giannis? Grant Williams?
no, at this point.
they're my
no.
pick, they're my post All-Star prediction to go to the finals.
They're so good, and a
Yeah.
lot of people aren't talking about that. Their 6th man is Serge Ibaka, who can play defense and rebound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're good.
Yeah.
And I like Bobby
Little-
Portis.
They have.
He's-
I like
They're
Bobby
very
Portis
good,
too.
yeah.
You know, his
They
eyes
have-
are like bulging
yeah,
from
the
his
bug
head.
eyes.
I like him.
They have some of the bench problems we do though. They're not super deep. They're missing some shooters.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
they traded what? They traded DiVincenzo. I think
Yeah,
his name,
Dante
for
DiVincenzo.
Serge Ibaka, but
Yeah.
rather
And
have
obviously
Serge
that's not
Ibaka
great.
than
Yeah.
Grant Williams coming off my bench. Honestly, I would. I'm like his least biggest.
I love Grant Williams.
I don't mind him either.
Unless
yeah.
he's done it a little too much lately. I liked it when he was shooting his corner threes. Now he's trying to drive.
Once he wanted to be called Batman, I was out. I was out.
Batman.
No.
Apparently he got like
Um,
custom shoes for the whole team with like, I think Scout was saying that last game with like different superheroes.
Yeah, they did like this Marvel thing, and he had a nickname for everybody.
Yeah, and he got like custom
Wow.
shoes for everybody.
Yeah. Oh, I can get in on that, definitely. That's on my nerd side, but yeah, so
Yeah, it's
I don't
gonna
know.
be
Um,
interesting.
So yeah, nothing else about tonight. I was kind of sad.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
They
didn't
played
expect
hard.
much, but the way we lost sucked. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. That would have
That
been
did,
a nice little win for
All
them.
right.
Yeah.
it definitely
Coming up.
helped us though from the first seed though, like you're saying. I'm definitely happy about. We don't need the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's why everybody's knees hurting, right? They
Yeah.
don't care. I think they want out of the first seed. I don't think they want to face.
Yeah.
Wednesday, we got the Joe's Heat coming into town.
All right, so it's a home game. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, if they're healthy, man, I don't know. They're so deep too, because then you have Oladipo who's back, who's starting to play a lot.
Is he
of minutes.
back? Is he playing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
they
no
did
good.
like a rest game where they rested like Butler, Adebayo, stuff like that. So he's been playing like a lot more than.
He
you
was
know,
so good before his injury. I
Oh, yeah,
loved
dude,
Oladipo. He was so good.
his knee got messed up bad.
Yeah.
I do
but
not understand how the NBA salary cap works. Like, how
No,
did the
he signed
Celtics?
for like $4 million this year.
What? Oh, Oladipo
He
did.
re-signed for veteran minimum as like a prove it year.
Yeah, I
He
guess.
got
But, like,
offers for like triple the money, quadruple the money, but he went back
Yeah.
there for a prove it year. But I'm looking at their team, and well, even tonight Udonis Haslem played, like, so they won by a lot. But
yeah.
Tyler Hero, Oladipo.
Why wouldn't you go
Duncan
back there? Because that's
Robinson.
probably his best chance for a championship, right?
Yeah, probably.
back.
Yeah. Like,
That's
how
really
do they have
good
money
win.
for all these guys?
Well-
Butler, they signed Lowry to like a max deal. Duncan Robinson got a big paycheck. They're paying Bam a lot. Like, how do they? Like, I don't understand.
Harrell-
Oh
like,
yeah, they have Tyler Hero. They have
He's
yeah,
on
they
a
have
rookie.
so many.
He's on a rookie
he-
deal.
Yeah,
PJ Tucker's on a
he's
veteran
yeah, he's
minimum. So it's a lot of that.
still leaves them with like 5 guys that they're paying like 20. Like, I don't.
Well, you
I don't
can
understand.
go over the cap if it's like your guy and you resign.
Re-signing. Yeah, I don't.
So if you
understand.
re-sign your guy, you have like certain rights to him, so you can sign him for more, and then you just pay like it's like for every $1 you spend, you have to pay $3 or something like that.
Exactly, it's ridiculous. Like, what?
So it's fake, but no.
Hard cap. What are we doing here? It's so ridiculous.
But I like them. I like Adebayo a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, their whole team is
I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of that team. So
and they
That'll
move
be
the
tough.
ball well.
they do, and they got
They
a great coach. So
all right. So what are you're choosing Miami?
I think I'm gonna go with Miami over us. I know it's like sacrilegious, but I think I'm going if healthy, if full squads.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah, and
now
I assume
Williams.
both
That
will
was
play.
my bold prediction that we would win the whole thing, and Williams just.
Oh wait, your bold
Yeah.
prediction. Oh, we're talking the whole entire thing. Oh wow.
No,
okay.
no, just next game.
No,
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 no.
just
We
I
were.
was like,
I was.
We
couple
made post.
podcasts,
We
yeah.
made post All-Star rest of season predictions, and she had
Yeah.
the Celtics in the finals.
I
That
had
is bold.
Suns. No, yeah, Suns Celtics in the finals.
Seeing,
And
I know.
I did have the caveat of everyone healthy, so I
Yeah.
really kind of get out of that. But I still am sticking with my bold prediction.
I'm not a Suns guy.
Yeah, I don't know. They're incredible.
I think they're that team who tries. Like we remember the Hawks a couple years ago, Jake, where they were like tried harder than everybody.
The,
and they were
the
number one seed.
LeBron Hawks, where they had 5 All-Stars
I
and
just
Kyle
think-
Korver.
Phoenix has 2 guys, but like Jay Crowder's your 3rd guy. That doesn't, or DeAndre Ayton, I guess.
Ayton,
But like,
yeah, but he's not a scorer. Yeah.
but once you go down the line, you got people like Cam Johnson and Jay Crowder. That doesn't do it.
Shamit. I like Shamit.
Yeah, but he's got a bigger forehead than Derek White. Derek White's hairline is worse than mine.
It is a good look. And his
The-
face
yeah, the-
is always the same. When he does something wrong or good, he's still got that kind of like baby face look. Like,
Yeah,
but big eyes.
his hair is crazy, almost as crazy as
Yeah,
Marcus Smart's.
The West
But-
is tough though. Like I had Bucks Warriors, but now if Curry's not healthy, that's
If he comes back, though, no one can sleep on them. He's so good. That team is good.
yeah. But who knows
Is
if he's
what
not
is
healthy?
his?
Klay
He's-
Thompson
how long
hasn't
for
been
him?
100%
No.
this year.
Oh, they're not.
Clay's
Without
had
him,
some
they're not
breakout
going
games,
anywhere.
though.
Yeah, he's starting to get there, but after 2 years off, it's hard to.
They said Curry would be back for the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think that'll be.
That's
the
what I
case.
So
But
where are
thought.
they
even
now?
even
So
Draymond's
they're
like not
third.
100%.
I think they're just mailing it in and they don't because they know. I think they'll have like third or fourth seed. You know, because where are they in the standings? They're the third seed, but they're not gonna miss the playoffs. They're not gonna drop the play in.
Yeah.
And I really wish that I know this is Celtics talk, but I really wish the Mavericks did more for my favorite player in the NBA, Luka.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. He's my
future Celtic.
And he's also someone when we played him, I think he's changed a lot. I don't think he is as kind of full of himself and shooting all the time. The first few times we played him, I thought, everything. I thought he was passing much better. It reminded me a little bit of kind of Tatum's evolution. I thought he looked much better the last time we played him. Just the passing and the ability to get it. I don't know. He's a very good player.
I'm a big fan.
I thought he was much less about himself and a much more of a team player the last time he played us. Could be because he wasn't shooting well. I don't know.
I think that's the last good team that beat us, right? Because we faced some good teams. So they beat us.
Yeah.
Besides that, last time we lost was to like the Pistons on that random day, right?
It was Pacers or Pistons first.
Yeah, one of them.
I don't know. We lost to both, but they were both. So the caveat is, other than the Mavericks game, all the other 3 losses, Pistons, Pacers, and tonight, were all on the second night of a back-to-back.
Okay, but there's no reason to lose to the Pistons.
Hey, we love the Pistons here. They've played super well the second half of the year.
That was another
every game is close.
I think next year they're going to be the Cavaliers because we said that a couple years ago about the Cavaliers. They were terrible. Their record was terrible. And then they got some guys and they started playing harder.
Yeah, they're tough. They're tough. They're a tough team.
And you know what I love about it is that it was a team that didn't have a big name. It's like guys just working super hard. No, like one superstar. I don't know.
They had one guy who was like a Jeremy Grant, who's like could be your third guy on a good team, but he got hurt. They've just been.
He's been playing.
He's been hurt last couple of weeks. He's out for the season now.
They'll shut him down. Cade Cunningham's been really
so
good.
That was our other bold prediction for next year, that the Pistons
they make the playoffs.
Be pretty well. They're going to be better.
Maybe a playing game. 12.
They're going to be better. They're going to be better.
Yeah, they'll be. Well, we were going to look at their over under and maybe place a bet on them because I would outplay their standings.
Yeah, I think that I thought they were very talented.
They're a hustle
team.
No
superstar.
Yeah, exactly.
Who went after LeBron, Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah, I've called him the guy that fights LeBron on this that fought LeBron on this podcast because I forgot his name like 4 times.
That's my guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah,
he's tough. They're all tough. That's what I like.
Who was the one they just acquired before they played us? The one that played really well. Like we wanted him.
Marvin Bagley. God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was excellent.
He was excellent.
They got him for peanuts because the Kings wouldn't play him. Yes.
I wonder what but he I guess people go to Sacramento to
to die.
They just are forgotten there. So
I know.
Poor Sabonis over there, but
and I love Sabonis too. That I feel bad for him. Really bad for him.
If you want a good Google his dad. His dad looks like him with like 75 more pounds, and he used to play basketball. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
No man's land though.
Who they traded for? Who they traded for?
Bagley? Like nobody. It was. Let's see.
Yeah, but he went there and just could never get into the rotation, and then.
Yeah, but he's good. Like I don't understand.
Well, that was the surprise. That's what they were saying.
I think before the year, like his agent said
trade me, right? They wanted to trade.
Well, they were gonna request a trade, but then the Sacramento assured them that they were he was in their plans this year, and then he just wasn't, and they were like, "What? Like why?"
He's done well for the Pistons.
Who's the coach out there?
Of who? The Pistons?
Oh, Alvin Gentry.
Of who?
The Kings.
Oh yeah, they're Alvin Gentry. What's his overall record like?
Well, they had Luke Walton, right? And didn't he get accused of sexual harassment or something.
Yeah,
Luke
I
Walton,
don't know.
and they fired him.
I think Alvin Gentry is the coach of every bad NBA team that's going nowhere. Like if you
He'll
if
be
you hire
like
Alvin
an assistant.
Gentry, your team's in trouble.
He's like an assistant on like the championship Pistons and the championship Warriors, and then he gets the job to the next team, and then that team falls apart. He's a good assistant.
Yeah, I guess.
He's got 500 wins, 600 losses.
He's only the
That's
interim
right.
coach too.
Yeah,
He's the
that's
interim
bad.
coach. Will
So-
he be asked back next year?
Hopefully not for them.
I don't know.
They can keep Kyle Draper too. I don't want him back.
I forgot he went there too.
Oh God, I don't know how we went down that rabbit hole, but that was fun.
Still looking up who we got traded for. Marvin Bagley.
Did you do one of my Google search? Who was Marvin Bagley traded for?
Why can't I find
He used to
this?
get mad at me because. All right, I'll tell you.
Did you find it?
No, I can't. Bagley trade. I don't know. This is
Trading
Very
Josh
boomer of me.
Jackson, Trey Lyles,
Oh,
and
yeah,
two
Josh
future
Jackson.
second-round picks.
Okay.
yeah.
Not really a
Jackson,
lot.
No, Josh Jackson is terrible.
He
I
was
was-
the
I
one
was-
drafted by Phoenix, right?
Yes, I was mad when I think that was the Jaylen Brown draft, and I wanted them to take Josh Jackson. Thank God they took Jaylen Brown.
At number 3.
God.
I was looking at the rest of the schedule. How do you feel about the last 6 games? You think that, like, the fifth game they're just gonna mail it in versus Milwaukee? Like nobody plays, let's rest. Depending on
I guess.
seeding, obviously.
Yeah, it'll really depend how everything shakes out. I don't know.
Because
Um,
if Brooklyn pulls it together,
Milwaukee.
if Brooklyn pulls their head out of their ass and they're not in the play-in, then you might want to, not match up with them. Like you don't want to be the 3 and then the 6.
Yeah.
I think you just play all the way
Well,
through.
yeah,
'Cause
but
you never know who loses, who wins. It's if you have a chance to like actively avoid them for sure, okay.
Yeah.
Like, maybe. But like the chances like we win and then Philly lose it, like it's gonna be so random.
Be tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our last 3 are.
Chicago, Milwaukee.
Why
and
is the Memphis
Grizzlies.
game it's 11 there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, why is the Memphis game at midnight?
it's not. It's TBD.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe they changed it,
says
but it
1
did
a.m.
say
on
we
mine.
looked. Yeah, we
Yeah.
looked, and it was
Oh,
like
really?
11 o'clock when I looked. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe that was in your time, Jake.
It is,
Maybe-
yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but-
don't
But it
understand.
did say not this
TBD
one,
would
but
make a
the
lot
other
more
one said-
sense. They'll
Yeah.
change
Yeah,
it.
Another
It's
one
a
did
Sunday,
say
it's
11
a Sunday
o'clock at
game,
night.
so they'll probably
Yeah.
change that.
Yeah, it's probably like a 3:00 game,
Yeah, it'll be the
3:30 game. But I was just looking at their schedule and then Brooklyn's because they face New York, Houston, Detroit, and Indiana. So like, my point is they have a chance to climb really quickly.
to get to the 3. How far back are they now?
I don't know about the 3, but they can
Or
get
not
out
the
of
3, I
play-in.
mean the 6th. So
They
we
can
play
get out of
them
the play-in.
Yeah.
Maybe they could win out, or
Yeah,
they
I
just
mean-
know they're good enough where they don't have to win out.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So,
I mean, yeah,
but I don't know
Maybe they
about our.
want the play-in game for more time to play together and bring in Ben Simmons. That's their plan.
Maybe. I hope. I hope. I'm not. I hope he plays. I really want to see him play.
Yeah, I do too.
I want to see him. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't. Washington. What's up with? I don't know. Maybe not this year, but last year, Washington kicked our asses like every game.
yeah,
some
Beal's
reason
hurt,
that
right?
team-
Beal's out.
yeah. Bill, they shut Bill down.
But he's out. But that was the worst trade for the Lakers. They traded 2 starters and 3 bench guys for Russell Westbrook.
For Russell Westbrook,
And
yeah,
that's like the Wizards were playing great at the beginning of the year. They were better than us for a while. They were like a team of bench players. Like I don't think Kyle Kuzma is anything to write home about, but
It's
it's
good.
better
He's-
than
yeah.
better than having Austin Reeves on the Lakers, or whoever.
Worse than having
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook.
Oh, he is so. I can't. I think it's the money too. He's making $42 million
Yeah.
a year.
Supermax.
It's so bad, but they
Wasn't
play
it
us
one of
tough. I don't know if that's like a automatic.
Yeah, they beat us 116-107 first.
Yeah,
Fifth grade.
and then we beat them, but I don't know. I don't know
They
who played,
dropped.
but
They were playing well for a while.
yeah, they were in the beginning. But I don't know if people are still on the train of getting Beal here, but if you could make it happen, I'd love it.
I would feel.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
Again, I think that depends. Again, we're already not deep enough. You have to go out more depth.
Yeah, because
All
nobody
right.
wants picks unless you have a top 5 pick. Nobody wants picks. Like
Yeah.
the only person who loves picks in the 16s is Danny Ainge, and it didn't do anything.
Presti has like 1,000 picks.
That's Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a lot. He's got a lot of first round picks. But he might have some low, like high numbers.
Yeah,
right?
they'll probably get some good ones. I mean, if you have 20, like one's got to hit. Someone's has to be high.
Yeah. Oh, they suck.
Yeah.
They're so bad. They got what's his name? No, your buddy's not playing anymore. Dort, huh? Or is he just not good?
I think he plays.
Oh, he's an ASU
good.
guy, right? Or
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember you love that guy.
Well, we should probably wrap up.
Yep.
Sounds
We've
good.
gone on long enough.
Well, we'll definitely have to have you again.
Yeah.
Some
Anytime.
information.
We'll do this
Yeah.
again.
That was
Anytime.
fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting down the stretch. And we'll be here
picked
for it. You can find
The
us.
Celtics over Miami.
Tomorrow? I mean, no, when is that? Wednesday?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Well,
I'm going for it.
I disagree.
All right.
Well, you can find us on all platforms at Shamrock Talk, on Instagram at Shamrock Talk Pod, on Twitter, Shamrock Talk on YouTube, Facebook, worldwide, international, cross borders. You can find me at Mr. Caniac on all platforms. Joe, what do you got? What are your ads? I don't know.
I could. I mean, I'm too old to memorize all this stuff now. You can find me reposting everything on the Shamrock podcast. So
right.
Thank you for having me on. I will anytime. Let me know.
We'll get
that
you
was
back.
fun.
All right. Take care.
See everybody next time.